Hello everybody, we're going to paint a rose or a flower or something like that because it's going to be kind of as abstract, but you're going to see it's going to look pretty cool. Here I'm going to show you the palette that I'm going to use is yellow light, some sort of yellow light, carmine and cerulean blue. And I'm going to try to paint with this thing that I found on the ground. I have no idea what it is, but it has this rubber edge, so it's going to be helpful. And remember, as always, we are starting with a wet canvas with clear medium, okay? This is the cadmium yellow light, but you can use any kind of light yellow. It's important that it's a yellow light, okay? This is carmine, please don't use red. Don't use red. And this is cerulean blue. You can change this blue for Russian blue or tail blue, okay? Now let's spread the colors close to each other, kind of how what we do when we are painting the color wheel. It's pretty much the same, but we are going to shape this into a flower, okay? It's going to look cool. Just be careful, don't mud your colors by using the same brush, okay? So we're going to need a brush for the reds and yellows, one brush for the blues and the reds, and another brush for the blues and the yellow, okay? To try to keep the colors vibrant. We're going to mix them, don't worry, but we need these parts of vibrant colors too, okay? Just take it easy, work just mixes there on the canvas, little by little. Remember to change your brushes or wash the brushes that you are using, okay, to avoid muddy colors. Okay, another brush for this part to create the oranges. Remember, this is carmine. Carmine is picked on purpose because it's a pretty dark color, okay? So I have two light colors and one that is pretty dark. And here in the middle I'm going to mix the three of the colors, and I'm going to get a pretty dark something, probably kind of a pretty dark gray with shades of blue and red mostly, okay? Don't add too much yellow, because it's going to lighten these colors, okay? We want this part pretty dark, almost black. This is what we can get with this palette, because it has pretty light colors besides the red, okay? Pretty cool and super easy. Now just let me prepare a little bit of white. This is going to be titanium white. It's an easy painting to practice the color mixing, okay? This is pure titanium white, and I'm going to do these cross hatches on the edge of my flower, okay? All around my flower. Here I didn't change my brush, okay? It's the same brush, and I'm starting to get these muddy colors that look pretty cool on this part of the flower, okay? Now with a big chunk of titanium white, let's try to land some petals. Remember that this is going to be abstract, okay? But it's going to look cool, don't worry, you're going to see. We're just here landing the paint on our canvas, but we are going to reshape it with the scraper that I showed you at the beginning. It's super easy, okay? From the bottom part of the flower. And now with the scraper I picked titanium white with the edge, and I'm kind of drawing and scraping at the same time the petals of the flower, okay? Remember, I keep reloading titanium white on the edge of this scraper of whatever this is. If you have any idea what this is, I have no idea. I found this on the ground and I thought it could be used to do this, okay? These petal shapes, pretty nice. By now you are starting to see the shape of the flower, of the rose. Super easy, super easy. I hope you can see it already, but we are going to work this a little bit more. We're going to give more hints to the eye to the indication that this is a flower, pretty much a rose. Okay, it's looking cool with those petals, kind of transparent, very pastel too, but with touches of super vibrant saturated colors on the background. Okay, on the transparency of this flower, pretty nice. Let me just clean this thing a little bit and prepare the next paint. Super easy. Probably is the hardest thing of this paint to keep cleaning this stuff. Okay, here I just mixed my blue with my yellow to get a little bit of green, and I'm going to draw this green line. This line. Okay, we need the flower to stand on something. Okay, pretty nice. Here I'm starting to give the hints of the chalice. Maybe some thorns, maybe some leaves, remnants of leaves. You know how roses are. I think I'm going to do this a little bit thicker. Give this a good sustain. Pretty cool. And I'm adding touches of green on this petal to make it look that is actually kind of transparent. Okay, super nice and super easy. Again, same thing, retouches with titanium white just on the border of the petals. Okay, to indicate that they are there. Super easy. Super easy. Remember to clean your scraper and reload it with paint. Here I'm just gonna start to drag a little bit of the color with a napkin, paper towel. Super easy, or a rag or a cloth. Okay, it's super easy because remember we have this covered with clear medium. That way it's easier to spread the paint around. Pretty nice. A little bit of blue on my raw blue out of the tube. I'm going to mix this later, okay? Don't worry. It's going to look cool. Super cool, super easy. Painting with a rag or with a paper towel. That's it. Just let me prepare a little bit more color. A bit of my kind of lavender tone. Remember, this is the blue plus the red, okay, with a touch of white to lighten it because the red is pretty rough, pretty hard. So this has a little touch of white on it. Pretty nice. Looking nice. So let me prepare a little bit of the yellow. That's it. Super easy. Just try it, don't worry. You can always clean this with a rag and repaint it if you don't like it, okay? I'm going to add some touches of shadow here with a touch of red. Remember that red and green are complementary, so usually they're going to give us a kind of brown, sometimes a black, depending on the colors that you have, okay? But it's going to be a dark color that is going to work as a shadow. Okay. Super easy. Shadowing a little bit this part of the chalice, the stem, the indication of thorns, the indication of some leaves maybe, but only the indications. We're pretty much done, people. I'm just wipe a little bit more color on the background, and this is the result. I hope you like it. Give it a try, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next time.